Hi, myself Professor Jitendra Engre, Senior Lecturer from Praveen Padil College of Diploma Engineering Technology, Naugar, Binder East. Our today's assignment, assignment number 8, topic Principles of Effective Communication. So students, principles of effective communication, it is important to us while communicating or delivering the message by orally as well as in a written format. While we communicate, it is the duty of sender to send or forward the correct message and aim to understanding this message by receiver with full of comprehension. If we send a message and which is not easily understood by receiver or facing problem by understanding or some complication or some vague words is there for understanding, so it may be difficult to understand to the receiver. So while delivering the message, for framing the message, it is the responsibility of sender to frame the message in a very simple, easy language. Because if message is not understood by receiver, the aim of communication is totally collapse. If we want to communicate effectively, so before sending the message, before drafting a message, some principles we should have to keep in our mind for correct or perfect message. Because if we communicate properly, then it is understanding by receiver, otherwise it will not understood by receiver. So effective communication is a fundamental tool for successful professional. It is a vital life skill which benefit in all aspects from the professional life, social gathering with client and colleagues. It is one of the most essential skill in a professional much life. Effective communication is a oil that keep the workplace machine running smoothly. This learning experience has been designed to enhance skill of communication effectively and skillfully communicate at workplace. Means for communicate effectively workplace, the aim of communication to communicate successfully means 100% is fulfilled when we communicate effectively. So there are some program related outcomes. Basic knowledge, apply knowledge of basic mathematics, science, basic engineering to solve the problem related application of computer, and communication service storing, manipulating and transmitting the data, often in the context of the business or other enterprises. Individual and the teamwork, okay, function effectively as a leader, as a teamwork and other member, and in diverse multidisciplinary terms and conditions. Communication, communicate effectively in oral or written format. Relevant outcome, communicate effectively by avoiding barrier and various formal or informal situation. Communicate skillfully using the verbal as well as non-verbal method of communication. Give presentation by using audio visual aids. Write report by using the correct guideline. Compose email on formal business letter. These are the learning outcomes or relevant outcomes we will get from this assignment. Practical outcome, communicate effectively in formal or informal situations. Practical skill, use computer system including the open learning source. Develop learning, listening, reading, writing skills. Relevant affective domains, follow the safety ethics, demonstrate workplace a leader, an individual or a team. Follow the ethics. Minimum theoretical background, the knowledge of vocabulary, sentence or sentence construction, basic writing skill required. The concept of effective communication skill should be there. Experimental setup, language lab laboratory with software. Procedure. So students, log in with your account in computer lab. Read understanding instruction from practical assignment document. Read instruction carefully. Watch short online video related to effective communication. Refer reference workbook online from the contest with principle of affecting communication. watch online video related to effective communication, read reference book online with the context of principle, make the note based on the referred content, finalizing the context and consulting instructions. Okay, then submit the final assignment. So students, before starting our assignment, okay, it is important to us to communicate effectively for the purpose of communication. If we didn't communicate 100% or properly, the message will not understood by receiver. For understanding the message, we should keep some principles in our mind. So what are the principles of communication? We will see one by one. Number one, clarity in encoding the message. Encoding means drafting the message. To writing a message, to speaking the message. Encoding of the message should be clear. For this, sender should be aware of the purpose of communication. Clarity means it should not arise any confusion or the question in the mind of receiver. Means there should not be any ambiguity. Means when you draft the message, when you write the message, when you send the message, your message should be clear and easy to understanding to receiver. It will not create any ambiguity or confusion in the mind of reader. If it is happen, so your aim of communication is collapse. Means for effective communication, message should be clear. Means encoding should be clear. Means drafting should be proper. Clarity in stating the purpose. The message should state the purpose clarity or clearly. It should be direct in intention. Sender should have no doubt about the purpose of communication. Only then he will be able to express his thought in a concise and brief manner without giving any unnecessary detail. Means while drafting the message, first of all your purpose should be clear. Means those are the purpose, those are the event. As per the purpose, you will drafting the ideas, information in your message. Do not put any irrelevant or other extra information in your message. Okay, for those are the topic, only topic related information should be there. Means purpose of your writing message, speaking message should be clear. Though it is clear, then you will draft the message properly. Correctness of the message. The message should be correct. It should not have any incorrect information or misguiding information or any details. Then only communicate with effectively. Incorrect messages are seldom effective. Means while sending the message to the receiver, our message should be correct. Do not send any deceptive or incorrect information. As you send such a incorrect information, receiver not believe on you. When next time you will send a message, he is neglecting your message because he know that you are deceptive person. For sending correct message, it create the confidence and it create the reliability in his mind about the sender. So send correct message. Means principle of correctness of message. Conciseness of the message. The key of effective communication is the conciseness and brevity. Means sentence should be always in a short, in a length. It is said short but sweet. This ensure understanding. Lengthy message lead confusion. Means those are relevant information, those are appropriate information regarding a related topic. You will put short but sweet in the message. Completeness of the message. Message should be complete. It should answer all the possible questions of receiver. Insufficient knowledge or information create confusion in the mind of the receiver and as a result leave him and doubt and distrust. Means incomplete message will not understood by the receiver. That's why he neglecting your information or message and as a result communication is not fulfilled there or will not fulfill there. Courteousness of the language or courteousness of the message. Language in all types of communication should be always courteous, polite, humble. The goodwill generally by courtesy help in building long-term relationship. If your message is courteous, his message you are humble, his message you are polite, then obviously next one listen you carefully. If you use arrogant or abusing language, so obviously next one will not pay attention to you as well as your message. Means he neglecting your message. Selection of proper channel. Selection of the channel depend on the urgency of the message, capacity of the receiver, availability sources and send the message. the proper channel, ensure purpose translation. Means as per the availability of the sources, as per the urgency and timing, we select the proper channel. If your channel is wrong, if we didn't select proper channel, our message goes in a wrong direction, and as a result, receiver will not receive the channel in time. Then knowledge about the receiver. It is essential that sender is aware of his receiver or audience, or the knowledge help him in selecting the right words or proper channel. Sender should know the receiver age, experience, interest, knowledge, efficiency, intelligence, grasping power, repetition power, available sources, etc. Means while or before drafting the message, sending the message, it is our responsibility, it is the responsibility of sender. He should know about the receiver, what are the sources of availability, what about his knowledge, his talent, intellectual, age, language known, etc. Means if you know about the sender, as per the information about the sender, you are framing the message in that way. If you did not focusing in, so your message will receive, or after receive, so he will understood or not, there is a question. So as per the information about knowledge, you will framing the message. Take caring of probable barrier. Before sending messages, it is the prime responsibility of sender and receiver. Both are responsible for make communication smoothly. Means both taking care of avoiding minimum barriers for communication. They should anticipate probable barriers and plan accordingly. The barrier of communication need to remove to convey message effectively. Means if you remove the probable barriers in your communication, obviously we will communicate smoothly and your message will be delivered to the receiver properly, and aim of communication is 100% fulfilled. Means you communicate effectively that time. Last, giving feedback. Sender should ensure that the message receive an expected feedback. Without feedback, communication process is incomplete. Effectiveness of the message cannot be judged. Feedback need to be positive and prompt. Therefore, the sender should take care that he define the timeline accordingly. Means feedback, it is also called the final link in communication process. Without feedback, communication is incomplete, because if you didn't send feedback, communication remain incomplete, because when you send the feedback, sender receive the feedback and he know that according to your feedback how much information or how much message you understood. So feedback is the last and final link in communication process. So students, these are some principles in communication process. If you pay focus on these principles while writing, while speaking, while drafting the message, obviously you will minimizing the barrier and communicate effectively, and other avoiding the various kinds of barrier or problem in communication process. So this is the assignment number 8, a communication principles of effective communication. Thank you.